Well, you don't spend much either. But we're loaded into map number 2. Can the European team take down their Korean counterparts? In the Northeast, we do have from Red Bloods NA. I guess Red Bloods NA, yeah, 'cause that's the team that they're on. It is Lillekanin with his partner in crime, Red Bloods Hanfy, up against the Zerg Terror Prime and Patience. Very fast probe scout coming out of Patience as he moves across the map after just his first pylon. So this is about as fast of a scout as you're going to get. Maybe he's worried about proxies. Maybe he just wants to make sure nothing super mega double deluxe crazy happens. So the real question is, do these guys have anything else that interesting? I really thought it was cool how Hanfy took the gas for Lillekanin, because you don't lose the SCV mining time, you don't lose the 75 minerals, you just lose a drone and 25 bucks, which in a weird way actually ends up being okay for both players. Like it's hard to perfectly go over why, but Hanfy's going to hatch first in his own base. What? Okay. I haven't seen this one before. This reminds me of Fruit Dealer back in the old GSL days, because you couldn't expand. Well, this is interesting. Lillekanin's opening gasless, so it's like a 1 barracks expand plus an in-base 15 hatch. I've never actually seen that in 2v2, period. So that's something else. Meanwhile, Terror is just going to go hatch first, into pool, into gas. This is pretty standard. This isn't really anything crazy. I guess it's gas pool, actually. He did take that gas before. So let's see. The second gas is a little bit later this game for Patience. He could still try to throw down a Stargate, but it would be much later. So I'm not expecting to see that fast Oracle play that we saw on the last map. Lillekanin will have a reasonable Marine production since he's not opening with that Reaper. He even builds this command center on the high ground. They're very worried about being cheesed, it seems. Like, it seems like they're very worried about dealing with some sort of aggressive play from their opponents, but Hanfy can start a fast lair. So he uses the second hatchery to build his queen while he takes another gas. But what do you do with a build? What is this? What is he going for? He doesn't have 2 bases, so he doesn't have enough gas to evolution chamber. I just want to look at Hanfy's base because I don't understand what he's doing. Lillekanin is going 3 command centers with no gas. So he's just playing the ultimate greedy build, while his teammate does a +1 speed roach timing. Is that what this is? Is this a +1 speed roach push? Is that what he's gonna do? Or in roach nidus? +1? Oh my god. What am I looking at? I'm sorry if you guys are like, wow, Nate, you really like Zerg. I'm like, no, this actually hurts my head because I can't understand. I want to understand. This is just so nuts. Like, this is so defensive. They've even got this bunker. Like, they are so ready for some kind of push. And to be totally fair, a push of some variety is coming. The Baneling Nest is done. Zergling Speed is close to finishing. And there's no drones on the natural of Terror. So Terror is actually going to make a big push. And there's a Spine Crawler starting. So they've caught an inkling of this. The Blink building is ready. It's a 1 base push from the Protoss. So super defensive. But I don't know how this... I don't... You know... I just want to watch this and try... I just want to watch this with you guys. What on earth? So spines and roaches. Like, this build is actually amazingly smart from Hanfy. This build, as weird and silly as it looks from the red team, is actually so stupidly smart that it could deal with any push like this. Like, how are you supposed to break them? If the stalkers blink up, there's enough roaches to handle it. I just can't fathom it. Can't fathom it. He's gonna build. He's just getting so much static defense. And look at like all these units pouring across the map. How could he possibly hope to break this? Okay, he's gonna kill this depot, so he can try to run in here. This I like. But, I guess it is a lot of banelings. Gonna force him to move the barracks. That's actually really smart control by Patience. Okay, so now the banelings are gonna run in and break the bunker. Maybe they can get the spine at the same time. They're gonna run in. Great spread on these roaches. So the spine, first spine is down, bunker is down as well, but with all the banelings gone, yeah, Patience has to chill. He's just gonna back off. And we have a Terran with 3 command centers who is just happily muling away. Pretty weird game. This is actually so... I really just don't know what I'm watching. Like, it all makes sense when I think about it. Okay, this is the part where he's got to be able to just kill him, right? No, Lillekanin knows. He's like, okay, well, if you're not here, then you're probably going to go into my main. And he's totally going to go into his main. So, the roaches are even ready, too. Oh, my God, if Patience blinks up. Oh, Patience blinks up. Okay, the bunker should die. But, oh, he immediately recalls. He loses a stalker. He trades a stalker for a bunker. And a bunker is significantly cheaper than a stalker. This overlord. Oh, he knew that there were no drones. So Hanfy knew the whole time that there were no drones at this natural, which is why I guess they knew that they're like, okay, I don't need to worry about this. So now they can expand, and Lillekanin can expand with enough SCVs to fully saturate his natural, right? He can just go boop, 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 and all those workers are going to move over, and he's just got a sick number of bunkers ready for an attack. Like, Lillekanin is basically playing the ultimate power-up game. The only thing he's missing are upgrades. Yeah, really wild the way that this is panning out. He's just going to double expand. And the Zerg is still sitting on one base. He's getting a Spire. Another hatchery? Like, I don't think he should be able to break this. But I guess he wants to inspire fear in his heart. Oh, that time warp. I don't think Hanfy's going to be able to get out of here. The Lings are going to cut off the retreat path. And, oh, burrow. Oh. Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it. Okay, the tunneling claws aren't ready yet. But I actually really like this. I thought he was just going to lose all these roaches for free. He's a smarter man than me. The Overseer shows up, but now that blink actually allows him to just trade with his roaches that have +2 attack. So these roaches are actually BAMFs. Man, it's not a cost. As much as I'd say you don't want to lose all the roaches, it's hard to think that this is actually cost effective for Patience because these roaches have +2. Like, they're really actually dealing quite a wallop to these forces, and I think Patience starting to realize he's like, I'm actually losing a lot of units here. He needs to retreat. He actually has to just get the hell out of Dodge, and burrowing the weakened roach is so smart. Mothership Core does not have enough DPS to bring them down all that fast due to that burrowed health regeneration, and Terror Prime just says something. I don't know what that means, but maybe he's just like, damn, you guys are 2v2 experts. This is the most 2v2 game I think I've ever seen. This, like, I thought the last game had like a really 2v2 opener, but just the way that Lillekanin and Hanfy and Patience and Terror are arranging the positioning of their units, their everythings. It's something that as many 1v1 games as I've seen, I've never seen anything like this. He's got a 4th hatchery. He hasn't expanded yet. Is Lillekanin giving him money? Am I missing something here? I think Lillekanin's donating all of his resources. Lillekanin is actually playing pure economy. That's what's happening. Now, I wasn't sure. At first, I really wasn't sure, guys. But now I've realized that Lillekanin has no intentions whatsoever of doing anything other than mining absurd amounts of money and giving it to Terror. I can't believe it took me this long to realize what was happening. Holy shit. That's why this is the most 2v2 game I've ever seen. And there's nothing here to deal with the mutas. He's just gonna run in, kill a bunch of drones, get the hell out. No worries, stalkers are gonna blink over. He will lose some mutas. But with the amount of gas income that Lillekanin has, he can supply quite a bit for the mutalisks. The only problem is that at some point Lillekanin will want to actually build UDTs. Well, there's a turret and a bunker. But at some point Lillekanin they'll need the supply. Like, unless Hanfy wins this game before he maxes out, before all players max, then I mean, there's got to be some upgrades. Like, what does Lillekanin go into out of this? Like, Mass Raven eventually? I don't even know. I mean, I wonder if Lillekanin is even just doing the micro. I'm not sure. So these DTs do slip by. The Overseer is here. Oh, no. Well, this still sucks, actually, because he's going to be able to kill a lot. The Mutas are in the main base of Patience, and he's backing up, but Patience's DTs... they're being quite a nuisance. The SCVs are going to hug of death this DT. Thankfully, the DT does not have armor. But these mass roaches, Hanfy's going to try to make a big push. That Immortal, the Immortal support is... that's actually so nice. Fighting Roach versus Roach, but with the Immortal, this changes absolutely everything. Hanfy, get out of there. You're not going to win this fight. You're trading, but you're not trading well. He sent a lot of his units back. I think he just A-clicked his units, all of his units back, because those roaches were still in combat, so they didn't actually leave. It's pretty sick that Hanfy is so far ahead in supply compared to everybody else. But that's only because Lillekanin is literally taking every single base. Like, oh my god. So Lillekanin playing pure economy while Hanfy goes mass muta. And he's forced out a lot. Like, I think at this point, like, dealing with the mutas is becoming a problem. Because he does not fight over spore crawlers. He can just kill all the stalkers while his roaches and lings come in. And Hanfy just has a superior army. Like, he can't deal with this right now. He almost has enough mutas. Yeah, Patience just GG's out. This strategy actually worked. Hanfy and Lillekanin beat down Patience and Terror to tie the series 1-1 in the